Hello, hello, hello. It's Johnny Mark Revan coming to you from Chicago. As usual, here we are. We're on Vlog Talk. Alyssa just sent me another clip. I think it's fun. It's a slow burn. It's awkward and it just gets mildly worse as it goes. It's not that long, but it's a lot of fun. Let's squeeze it in. Well, it's still 2024, shall we?
Case 4A0641175.
Yes.
Hi there, sir. Let me pull up your case. This was driving while license suspended was amended to no ball with a valid ID. Let me look at this docket. Okay, so you did not appear for your criminal case?
Oh yeah, I like totally missed that. I just forgot.
Mm-hmm. So you weren't there, but you had obtained your license, so the parties moved to amend the charge from a criminal offense to an infraction.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that because I went down to the DMV and they had told me that my license was never even suspended. So I told the person I wanted to continue it because she was going to look into it to just drop to dismiss the case. And then she.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possibly. And then I missed my court date. And then that's when I'm here today. So. Because they told me to go down to the DMV and figure out why my license was suspended. So I went down there and I asked them, and then the guy pulled up on his computer, word for word. He said, well, it looks here that your license has never even been suspended. And I said, oh, okay, well, can you print something out that can tell me that? And he printed me out this little piece of paper. And then I brought it down here and told them. And then I told my attorney, and she said that she was going to continue the case. And she had to do some more stuff and that it was going to get dismissed. And then I missed that court date. And then I called them and then they gave me this court date. So I'm here now.
Right. So you missed a lot of court dates.
But he brung it, Judge.
I thought I only missed one.
Well, you were in court.
It's because my address was changed and I never got the hearing date.
Well, in August, you came to the courthouse and you were given you asked for a different court date due to your work schedule. So the court continued that out.
Yeah, I think I came
and
back.
You came back another time and said that that didn't work. So we set it out again to August 12th.
Oh, it did work. I was there and she said she wanted to continue it. My attorney told me she wanted to continue it.
Well, this is before you ever had your hearings. This is you coming to the window.
Oh, yeah. So I needed to work. That's why.
So you came to court on August 12th and
I don't even remember.
Started the process. You were given another court date.
Yes.
For September 16th.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like you called the court asking for information on the 10th, and then you called the court again asking for more information on the 13th.
Thank you so much.
And then you were in court on September 16th, and the case was continued.
Yeah.
And then it was continued to October 21st, and then you called the court again a couple days before that on October 10th and wanted to know when your court date was. That was October 10th.
Which is number one, wrong.
10th. And then you called again on October 21st.
Yeah, I called, but no one was answering, so I kept calling.
And so on October 21st, they talked to you, and you were told that that was the day of your court appearance, but that there was still time for you to come in. But then
they never told me that. They never told me that. I can promise you right now, they never turned me. Because I've been coming down here and they were only open from 9 to 12. And yeah. And
Right.
I'd like just figured that out. And I was like, oh, that's why you guys don't answer the phone calls like after like 1 p.m.
Right, that's why we give you all your court dates in writing.
So
And so
what
it
does this
looks
have to
like
do with
we
my
gave-
ticket? I'm confused what this has to do with my ticket.
Well, this has to do with why we dealt with your,
That was as cranky as she gets. Judge Jennifer Grant, she just fired all barrels there. That was a full broadside. Oh man, that was fun.
your case the way we did. So
So now
you
it's
didn't
just
show up
now
to
it's just a
court on
ticket.
October 21st, and then you didn't come to court on November 18th.
I'm still confused what this has to do with my ticket. I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
and then you didn't
what
come
do we
to
do
court
right
on
now?
December
Like,
9th.
what are we going to do right now? That's my question.
So right now you have an infraction. So if you, and it's for driving without a valid license.
I did have a valid license when I was driving though. So, I mean, whatever you guys want to say, that's what you guys have. That's what I'm telling you. I did have a valid driver's license though, because before I left the DMV, I'd asked them. I said, "So it's okay." I couldn't even get my driver's license without having like insurance and all that, and that's why they gave it to me because everything was all good. I did my driving test. I went down there and they gave me my license. They gave me a physical, or like they sent me a physical copy of my license. And why would they do that if if it was suspended? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Well, those were things for you to talk to your attorney about at the time. That's why it was set over so many times.
Uh-huh.
And you were
They
showing
hit my
it's
attorney like 3
this-
times.
suspended in the 3rd degree. So that's on the date that you were cited. Your driving status was 3rd degree.
3rd degree.
Mhm.
It was driving without a license in the 3rd degree.
Yes, which means that you could reinstate it.
And I did that.
And
I went
you
down there and
did,
yeah,
and
I
you
did that.
did, and you then had a license, and we acknowledged that, but you did not come to court. So we,
I did come to court. I came to court and then they continued it because she said she wanted to go through some mail and make sure I got the mail and stuff like the mail that says that my license was suspended. And then I never heard from her again. But she said it was going to be dismissed because if there was like no letters basically that they sent out saying that my license
Okay. It's kind of funny.
wasn't suspended, then I shouldn't get the ticket.
all right, well, I'll set this back onto the criminal calendar.
Okay.
Sounds like that's what you want to do, is you have this as a criminal case.
I think so. It was, and then it somehow got dropped down to this. Like, what
Because
would
you
it be
didn't
like a
come to
$175 ticket, right?
Yeah. She's like, she's trying to explain to him it's a bad idea without telling him it's a bad idea, and he's full on. Yeah. Let's get this back on the criminal calendar where I can get in real trouble.
All right, it was either that or issue a warrant for you to be arrested.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't think you would
And
want
then
to be arrested. So,
Oh no. And then I would have
I'll
called
just go
like
back.
a room squash, but I mean, it's.
Well.
I mean, whatever you want to do, though. I'm here now.
well, I'll have you
I'm
sign.
just a little frustrated too because I've been going through this for months now too. Like I have to worry about driving and stuff like that. Like I shouldn't even have to really worry about that stuff, but I do.
Well, you
So-
should, because you can't drive unless you have a valid license, which is what
Do
you
I have a
decided.
valid license right now? I'll double check.
Right
before I
now,
do.
you're showing as licensed.
Okay.
Right now, you're showing as having a valid license.
I'm just confused because I went down to the DMV and they told me my license was never suspended. So that's why I'm like confused on what's going on.
Yeah, well, you should talk to your attorney and get anything in paper, not just what someone told you. So if you have any documentation as to that, we have the information before
Don't worry, it still gets worse.
us in the computer that's showing a different situation. But you're licensed now.
Yeah.
So I can
I
set
have
this
a
back
license.
onto the criminal calendar, which will give you a court date. But you have to come to court or we're going to issue bench warrants, and then you will be booked into custody if you don't show up for your hearing. So this is a long, very long, drawn out thing. We're not an answering service. You can't just keep calling the court every week asking when your hearings are. You're going to get a notice in writing. Keep your notice. Enter the date in your calendar so you know when you have to be here.
My bad. I'll try and remember that. It's just I'll be forgetting shit.
Well, well, that's not appropriate language, but if you have a telephone with a calendar, you should write down your appointments. So we'll give you a court date.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm new to this adulting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Lois, when do we have
Grown. Oh my God. My bad. The adulting, I'm bad at this shit. Oh God.
pre-trial that we can give him?
Well, he can come back as soon as the 6th, or he can come back on the 13th. Both Mondays.
Yeah, which calendar has more space?
I think they're pretty much the same, Judge.
Okay. Let's do the 13th.
Okay.
All right. And I have an order here, so I'll just write out the court date for him so you can sign for it today.
Yeah. So Julie's on her way to you, Judge.
1:13 at 9. Okay. All right, Mr. Lam Francisco, you're going to get a written notice. Please save that. Please calendar it and make sure you return to court on January 13th at 9 a.m.
I give her credit for just saying Mr. Lam Francisco with a straight face.
Do not want to have to issue warrants for you. I'd rather you not go into custody over this case.
Here we go.
The only way I'm really wanted in this life. You know what I'm saying?
Going to jail?
No, it's having a warrant. It was a joke.
Well, warrants are not fun. They're not funny. So
Yeah,
We'll give
warrants
you
are
that
definitely
court-
not fun.
yeah, we'll get you that
Yeah.
court date.
Jail is definitely not fun. Okay, so 13th, January 9 a.m.
Yes, and they're coming out with paperwork for you to sign.
Okay.
All right, you can go ahead and turn off the audio.
Okay, there's someone else here too that's here.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and then give that seat over. Okay, we have someone who's called in with the phone number and
All right, that's all we had. Kind of a quickie, really. It's late, I know, but I had it. I thought I could squeeze it in. It's late. I'm going to bed. Behave yourselves. I am not bailing you out. I'll see you soon.